There's the windows. I've cut them down today. Did a lot of work to try and get them cut down and planed. And I built the back up before Amir had come back. That's just the bit I built earlier. So you can see how it looks. And over those edges where it's double lapped or triple lapped, I'll put a nice fascia on it. So I've got this side to do tomorrow. And then find a door or something for it. There's them windows there ready. I already cut them today on that. I've got them planed up, and we're going to use some 10mm 3-ply plywood, and then use PV glue in between them, and then and across the top of that round bit, that cathedral bit there, and it'd be better if I could steam it, but obviously trying to find a steam box for timber is quite difficult, so we'll just laminate it and then attach it with G-clamps to the frame to get that shape, and leave it overnight. It should be good the next day. There we are, it's coming on. Oh damn, it's just gone over the horizon. Maybe pick up some, it's like a blue moon. Wow. It's a hot air balloon, but maybe he'll come up. No, it's gone. It just went right across the sky there. But I missed it, unfortunately. By the time I grabbed the camera, he'd already gone. There we go. So, as you can see, the back's all done in. It's not right up to the top yet. We've got to wait for the ply now. It's going to take a couple of weeks to get it. And then over here where these joints are, we'll put a thin cover over it so you don't see the joints here. So 10 centimetre on each corner. You can see that's one of the windows is already in there. The other one's got to be done, and the top has got to be done as well. So you can see the windows are in this one. It's not particularly long, but it's big enough to have a day bed and a couple of seats and a table possibly in it. But they've come out really nice. The wood on this is really nice on these frames. And then there'll be an extension out here. You can see where they're extended out on the side there. And then there'll be a pole coming down to this corner, and then like a balustrade coming up around the front. And that's what the door. Excuse me a second. So, and that's what the door will look like. So it's the same on either side, the same contour of the door and the angle. Again, we'll put the coverings over the front so you don't see it, and then we'll make the bow roof on the top. But that's about as far as we can go at the moment, because the plywood's going to take a week to 10 days to come. So I'm afraid, apart from a bit of tidying up work and a bit of planing, that's really as much as we can do. I think it looks quite nice. It's pretty sturdy, I can tell you that. And Amir and I can still move it. If we stand on each corner, we can still push it backwards and forwards. But I think it's probably, when it's finished, it's going to be a good 550 kilos, I would think. But there we are. I'm quite pleased. So this is where the front veranda will be here. So you'll go in through, there'll actually be a door but split in the centre vertically and split horizontally, so you've got like a stable door going in there. And then inside, it's not a massive amount of room, but it'll do the job. And this particular one on the top here, this will be raised up about 20 centimetres up that centre pole till we get proper height for the bow. And we won't be able to find that out until we've actually got the plywood in place. So there we go. But it's big enough to put a little day, but I can lie across that. So it's over 6 foot. So we'll put like a little day bed in it if the family or the relations, nieces, nephews, whatever, want to come and stay in it in the summer out in the garden, then they're more than welcome. maybe a couple of bench seats either side here, and maybe a table in the middle. We'll see. But yeah, that's where we're at. So yeah, quite pleased with it. There's quite a bit of finishing work to do. Obviously we need to do all the wood inside where the tongue groove doesn't meet up very well. It meets well on the outside but not on the inside. But we'll just put wood filler in it and then paint it white, I suppose, or whatever colour we need. Yeah, nice that laminated piece looks. So that's 7 strips of lamination of 6mm. Need a bit of filler here and there, but it's pretty good. Looks real nice. I'll show you the inside now. I'm quite happy with that. It's worked well. As you can see, there's the overall effect of it. Yeah, so I'll take you inside. And there you go, that's how it looks on the inside. Quite a nice fit. Still got to mess around with these windows, they're not quite levelled up here. And that board there will come out, we'll put a full one in all the way across. It's coming on real nice, but just need to do something with that hinge, move it up a little bit. You can see this is the second bow that's been made. So this is, I believe it's 6mm or 5mm, I'm not sure. But there's 7 ply in that. Oh, 7 ply. There's 7 pieces of plywood in it to make that bow. And you can see, because you've got to glue everything together, what he's done is alternatively put screws through so that it didn't come through the inside in here. But you can see how nice that bow is, and obviously now we have to cut it down to length each side. And like I said, there you go, that's it in place, and I think it looks really nice. So I've been working on these doors today. They're very lightweight. Let me just take this out of the way. But I'm really pleased with that bow. It looks really nice. It's got a nice shape on it, and that'll fit in that side there. So we've made these doors into half hinged like that, and then we're going to put, or what I'm going to do is I'll buy some nice edging to put into the door, you know, kind of frame it like that, which will be panel pins and glue, so they look more substantial than they really are, because obviously it's only ply, and they're 40 centimeters across. That's an 80 centimeter gap. So, but I think it'll look nice when it's done. The idea is you can leave it open like a barn door, or have these pinned back. That's the idea behind it. And they're not substantial, but the problem is if you go out and try and buy a door, a cheap door is just full of cardboard and ply, and there's nothing in the center of them. You buy a good oak door, it's extremely heavy as well. So this was kind of like a compromise, but it does the job. So there we are. So quite happy with that. Yeah, let's just get off this trailer. It's a bit of a leap up and down for an old man. But yeah, I'm very pleased with that bow. It looks really good. And the whole thing's coming on now. All we're going to do is wait 10 days, 2 weeks to get this ply. And I had some friends from the UK talk to me about it on WhatsApp. And although the plywood is the same millimeter thickness, you know, a 10 or 8 or 16, whatever, the price is massively different, and I can't understand why. The only difference I can see is the length of the ply that I'm buying is much longer and it's much wider, and whether that creates the extra price, but I can't see it being like 4 times the price it is in the UK. What you're paying in the UK per sheet, okay, it's an 8x4, which is not what I'm looking for. I think ours is 1870 by 287. Is 38 euro a square meter, not a stuck, not a one piece. I don't quite understand that, but I went and checked in 3 other places, and they're all 3 or 4 euros per square meter, you know, up or down. So I'm kind of stuck with it. But the problem is now is we cannot get on. We can do all the finishing up work with the windows and the rest of it. We can't do anything until we get this ply in a couple of weeks' time. So this will be the last one for a couple of weeks until we get this plywood and finish the top off. We might paint it now. Anyway, so that's where we are.